I have paid $100 for a broken Mac Mini from 2014, but this was not for one Mac Mini. I have paid $100 for 3 broken Mac Minis. Will I fix them? Let's find out. I have found a really interesting lot on eBay for an affordable price. It was a bundle of 3 Mac Minis, late 2014, and I bought it for $100. The title was saying that it was a lot of 3 Mac Minis with 1.4 GHz i5 processor, 8 GB of RAM and 500 GB of storage on board. The detailed description explained that all of 3 Mac Minis were not turning on and were listed for parts. After checking the photos of the actual listing, I was able to get serial numbers of all 3 Mac Minis and found them in a pretty good condition. Once the package was received, it was time to unbox it. Here I have 3 Mac Minis, which I bought for only $100. Let me check each Mac Mini overall condition first. The first one looks great despite some dust, one nick on the front side and glue from the sticker on the left side. All ports looks intact. Lots of scratches can be seen on the bottom plate, but this is expected for a 9-year-old machine. The serial number on the bottom matches one of the serial numbers provided in the listing. Now let me check the second one. No markings on the top of the Mac Mini, one small nick on the front side, and again signs of glue from the sticker on the left side. Must be some inventory marking of a company. All ports looks great. Another match for the serial number. And the last one. The nick on the front side is more visible here. The other sides looks great. Hello sticker glue again. Ports on the back side looks good. And we have another match for the serial number. Next, I will connect each Mac Mini to my portable screen and see if they will boot up. Starting from the third one. I can hear the boot sound, which is great. But then this noise click. Must be a broken hard drive. The question mark on the startup confirms that there is a problem with the hard drive. It's time for the second Mac. Boot up sound is present, and then hard drive clicks and question mark. Potentially same issue. And finally, the last one. Boot up sound is present here as well, and then the same flow, hard drive clicks and already seen question mark. Now it's time to fix all 3 Mac Minis. As a replacement for old hard drives, I bought 3 250GB SSDs for $20 each. I will label each Mac Mini with a number to make them more recognizable and know which one is fixed and which is not. When all Mac Minis were labeled, it was time to start fixing the first one. At first, I will remove the bottom plastic cover with the help of the plastic pick, a little bit dusty inside. Next, I will remove 6 bottom screws which holds the metal bottom plate. Once these screws are removed, I can open the metal plate and move it a bit to the left side so I can get access to the Wi-Fi antenna. Once it is unscrewed, I can move it away. The hard drive is located inside the plastic frame, so to get access to it I need to remove the whole motherboard. After removing the 3 screws that holds the fan, I will disconnect it and move away. Now I need to remove the screw which holds the hard drive flex cable. Next, I will remove the screw which holds the motherboard and disconnect front LED connector. With the help of a special metal tool, I will remove the motherboard from the housing. Once the motherboard is removed, I will unscrew two screws which holds the plastic hard drive frame. Before removing the hard drive, I will need to remove the power supply from the housing as well. Now I have the access to the hard drive mounting plastic frame. 4 screws are holding the hard drive in place. I will remove all 4 screws in order to get access to the hard drive. When the hard drive is removed from the plastic frame, I will disconnect 2.4 SATA 3 connector from the old hard drive and place it to the new one. A little cleanup of the mounting frame, and I will plug in connector to the new hard drive and place it to the mounting plate. Now I will put 4 screws back and proceed assembling all the components together. Before that, I will clean all the parts from the dust, as all of them looked really dirty. Now it's time to put everything back to its place. The first Mac Mini is done, and I can proceed same steps for the second one. Second Mac Mini is done as well, and I can proceed with the third one. The last Mac Mini is done. Now I can proceed installing macOS on each of the Mac Mini using USB drive. Starting from the first Mac Mini. First, I will format the SSD and then proceed installing macOS Monterey, as this is the last supported version for 2014 Mac Mini. After successful installation, I proceed setting up the Mac Mini. Once the setup was completed, I confirmed that it is 1.4 GHz Intel Core i5 processor with 8 GB of RAM and HD graphics. After doing some basic tests of camera, I didn't find any issues with this Mac Mini. I am done with the first Mac Mini and I can proceed with the second one. Same here. First, I will format SSD and proceed installing macOS. Installation was completed and I can proceed setting up the Mac Mini. After a successful setup, I confirmed that second Mac Mini has same specs as the first one. I found zero issues when doing some basic tests. And proceed with the last Mac Mini. Same steps as with the previous two. First, I will format the SSD drive and then proceed installing macOS Monterey. macOS was installed successfully and I proceed setting it up. When setup was completed, I confirmed same specs for the third Mac Mini with the rest too. Unfortunately, speaker stopped working on the third Mac Mini when I reinstalled macOS. Even replacing the speaker with a different one of camera didn't help, so there should be some problem with the motherboard. But I decided to leave it as it is. Finally, I can do some cleaning of the housing for all of 3 Mac Minis before selling them. Now let's talk about numbers of this project. All 3 Mac Minis costed $100. For 3 SSD drives I paid $60. I also needed 3 power cables, for which I paid $17.76, making a total of $177.76. I can easily sell one Mac Mini in a range of $110 up to $130. By selling all of 3, I can get from $330 up to $390, making a profit from $152 up to $212. Damn good for a 9-year-old machines. If you like this video, smash that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe button. And I see you in the next one.